Hello, this is Chris or Eartrash, and today I'm going to be showing you a little tip that I've invented, I suppose, with sub basses. I'll give you a little preview of this track that I'm working on. I'm pretty proud of it, so I'm going to show it off and then show you one of the techniques I use to get a kind of Brostep, sort of almost inaudible sub bass. I'll let you hear first and I'll explain after. So here's the track. So as you can hear, there's like all these synths here, which are going to get bounced down because you can probably hear a couple sort of clicks, like you can hear a little click there. So these are going to get bounced down audio as well. I've got a little respace here, which I've resampled from like a saw wave, detuned saw waves, and added loads of effects on. I'll put a link in the description to a really cool video I've seen with datsik. Showing you how to make those kind of sounds, well, explaining how he does it. That's kind of inspired me to do more resampling. But yeah, I'm going to go over this sound here, this sub bass. Because we've got all these drop synths here, and then we've got like that low end sub bass. Normally what you would do is, well, normally what I would do, and many other producers would do, is just add a sub bass, like add a sine wave. Just ignore these other plugins just now. So you just add like a standard sub bass. But if you actually listen closely to a lot of like Skrillex's tunes, you don't actually hear like a constant sub bass. Like in a lot of dubstep you do, like Dr. P's and all that, there's like this big fat sub bass at the bottom. But with other artists like Skrillex, Auto Laser and that, you kind of don't hear that sub bass. It's more, the sub is kind of moving with the other synths. It doesn't sound like there's a separate sub bass, and I've been trying to find ways of doing that, and what I've come up with is using a vocoder. So I've got the sine wave here that's just doing that. I've got a little bit of fatness on it from camel fat just to beef it up, a bit, add a little bit of grit, a bit of tube distortion, but you don't want to be too dirty, you want to sort of find a happy medium. And yeah, then I've got a vocoder on it, and when you play it without the synths, you're not going to hear anything because they're not playing, because it's soloed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in a resample track just to show you what this is actually doing. So I will send audio from the sub bass track into here, and then resample it as the tune plays. So you can see, instead of having just one sort of solid flat wave, we've now got this sort of dynamic wave that's moving with the synths. And if you solo it, that's exactly what I'm wanting. I'm not wanting this big fat boom booming bass. I'm wanting this subtle bass that's just going to beef the end up slightly. So I'm really happy with that. I'm just going to show you the settings I use in the vocoder. So I've got a vocoder, set the carrier to enhance, set the input to external, and the audio from your group. So I've got all my basses grouped here, all my synths, sorry, all of them grouped. Then I've got the forming set to -14, and what this does, from what I can hear, is instead of making it like high pitched, these are all high pitched, it basically takes the formant down. And I've also put a curve like this on it as well. So like the bottom end is getting vocoded, and as it gets higher, it's getting less vocoded. Then I've got the dry light up full, and the attack and release right down, because if you don't have that right down, you're going to get tails on it. It's going to like add like almost like a reverb to your basses. So this is going to keep everything tight. You could play about with different settings. You could have it on retro maybe and try different settings. So I'm going to play about this until I get until see if I can get any different sort of sounds, but I'm quite happy with it so far. Then after that I've got an auto filter, because we don't want anything that's kind of after this range, otherwise it's going to be just taking up room in the mix, and sub basses ideally are just down here. Then I've just got a couple of compressors, just to again shape it a little bit more. Yeah, just to shape it a little bit more, and that's it. So yeah, I think I've invented a new way of making sub basses, or at least make sub basses follow along with other sounds. And just to briefly show you, this is the wave with the vocoder on it, and if I take the vocoder off and resample it again, just to show you what difference it makes. So you can see the big difference there between this big flat wave with no dynamics, no shape, just that basic notes that we're playing here just to follow along. Between that and this, there's a big difference. So I think it sounds really cool. Let me know what you think. And by the way, this track is called Dirty Bass No Gimmicks, and it's going to be on 50/50 Records, probably by the end of July. So I just need to arrange it out and put in some more parts and shit, and looking forward to finishing it. So yeah, let us know what you think of this. Try it out. For your sounds like the guy from Art Dog. Try it out yourself. But try it out yourself. Have all your basses in a group. Send that group to a vocoder and a sub bass and see what kind of results you get. And yeah, thanks for watching. Please give the video a like if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.